right, we're set for tonight's post-game press conference following Long Beach State's first meeting with UC Santa Barbara. We'll start things off with a statement from head coach Sam Munson.
Well, it was a good college basketball game. Great atmosphere, great crowd. I'm pleased. I think we're getting better. Team leading the league by, comes in here and they played well, and I thought we did a lot of good things. We still got to get better defensively if we're gonna win 3 games in March, and that's the biggest thing for me. I mean, last year at this time we won a lot of these games, and I'd trade them all for Jadon shot going in Vegas, which at the end of the day we didn't get done last year, and we just got to keep our eye on the prize, and that's getting better to be able to win that tournament. Obviously, we got to, but I think it's easy for our guys to get focused, and you win 6 games in a row, and practices get a little bit looser, and we don't get as much improvement as we could get done, and this I think will ground us and get us back grinding a little bit, and continue to get better, and that's we're right there. Even with the mistakes we made and some of the things we did today, we still had an opportunity to, we're just the last 2 years of cardiac kids, and the fact that I think, in our league games, how many have come down to the last possession and we're getting better at executing in those. I don't really, I thought Tone maybe could have gone and laid it in, but he made the right play. I mean, Jadon was wide open, and I'd take Jadon from, with that shot any day of the week. And, we got the ball point blank a couple times in the last minute or two, and, just kind of rushed some little bunnies, and, that happens. But, I think you learn from that and get more on balance and continue to get better. And like I've been saying all year, I like my team. And it's a process. It's a long year. We still have over a third of the regular season conference left, and if we keep getting better like we do, we're going to March and see what we can do.
All right, we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, Coach, on a needle's edge, right? Like that thing goes either way a couple different times. You have somebody like Marcus not score as many points as he usually does, struggles from the field. You guys are obviously a little bit shorthanded right now. Is it possible that you took more and get more out of that game than they do? Because maybe you were a little bit more searching for your identity, and a game like that is exactly what you need?
Well, I think the thing that we have, as we play, and try to stay and get in these upper teams in the league, we're young. We start a freshman and I think 4 sophomores or 3 sophomores and a junior. And so we're young and getting better, and that's a team that starts 4 seniors and a veteran point guard, and so they are who they are, and they don't beat themselves, and they're a great road team. I mean, they've won at Hawaii now, at Fullerton now, at Irvine now, and at Long Beach. So they're going to be tough to beat not win the league if they continue to be as good a road team as that is. And but a young team like us, and we've been struggling for our identity all year. We've started to get it a little bit, and then Joel goes down, and we have to reinvent it. Now playing today, and Mark is struggling, we got to reinvent it. But I thought Tone came in, and I thought our bench, Amari and Chase and Tobias, we're all positive, assets coming in off the bench, and we just got to continue to believe and stay together. And losses hurt, but like you're saying, if you learn from them, and they'll all be worth it at the end.
Hey, Coach. I know you said losses hurt. I know this type of loss is always tough. What words did you give the team after this game?
I'm always preaching them next game, next play, and we got to move on from it. We don't have time. We're back here at 11 tomorrow morning, and Bakersfield played really well tonight, and we don't have time to to dwell on it, just like, and these guys, it's hard for them, but they beat themselves up over plays, and in the meantime, they're scoring at the other end. And we've got to, as a young team like this, we got to move on and move forward through this. And, that's what I told them. We're on to the next game, and I would have told them the same thing if we won. But, it obviously gets their attention a little bit now that, when you have a loss like that.
This one's for Abubakar. You finished some pretty good shots down low toward the end of the game. In my opinion, I feel like that kind of showed a lot of your leadership in your role. And how do you kind of keep that mentality going forward after a game like this where it was so close and stuff like that?
As Coach Munson said, we just gotta learn from our mistake, because I was playing last year, learned a lot from the senior from last year. That was a big learning for me last year. So, because last year we got almost every game was a close game, so I learned how to stay calm and then trying to make the right play, But tonight, by trying to make the right play, we make a couple mistakes, turnover when we shouldn't. But, as the coach said, we need to learn from it, but not stay and cry while we lost and stuff. So, got to focus on the next game. We got a game on Saturday, so,
Yeah, Kadir, not a lot of time to even get away from these guys. You got to see them again also next week. So what did you learn tonight against them?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
I think we're Riverside, Hawaii next week.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So in 2 weeks, you got to play them again. What did you learn playing them tonight that you're going to try to use in that game when you have to go up there?
As I already said, trying to make the right play and then, less turnover. Because I think last-minute turnover cost us the game. We got to learn from that. And then I think I know the starting line, except the big men. Mm-hmm. I know most of them. I know how they play, and then that game was personal too, because every time when we win the last year, I know how that feels to play away and then play against them guys, and just gotta be ready, learn from it. As I said, we got film tomorrow. We're gonna learn from it and then get ready for Saturday, and then also get prepared for play them in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.